Jeff.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where have you brought me today?
No more demolition yards.
No?
No. No coffee, though.
Oh. So
No
where have
food.
No food?
No. I thought you'd be very interested in this. As if you look behind, Titanic exhibition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I know a girl. She's a girl to a good time.
So I hear.
No shady ladies, but
No shady ladies, not tonight. So stay tuned, and we hope you enjoy as much as what we hope we're going to enjoy.
oh yes.
And we'll catch you later.
See you later. Don't
Bye.
forget to like and subscribe. Just about to start the tour.
One thing. Hey Jeff,
Hiya.
what was you saying?
We're just about to start the tour. We're at the first exhibit.
Ooh, yes.
So here we go.
Yeah, but why are you wearing a headphone?
Because it's a tour thing, and you listen to what they're telling you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let's see what it's all about.
yeah, let's do that.
A Sea of Silence. Ooh. On the 15th of April, 1912. Jeff, was that when you was born?
It's not telling you anything. Right, here we are at the Titanic exhibition. We're doing the dual filming as usual.
Women first. Second Officer Charles Lightoller on the port side offered lifeboats to be lowered with empty seats if there were no women or children around. On the starboard side, First Officer William Murdoch, seemingly more aware of the catastrophe ahead, allowed men on board if seats were free.
The first boats away didn't have many passengers on board. They were afraid to go down. There was a 70-foot drop to the water, and they didn't think she was going to sink. And a few of the first boats on the port side got away with half filled.
At 1:30, Titanic's bow was sinking lower and lower, and third-class passengers were arriving on deck. Chaos began to reign, yet the musicians played on, and the wireless operators continued to send distress signals.
Well, we were planning on the steerage, third class to call it, and then we couldn't get up second. And of course, then there was one man with us, and he was our guiding angel, and he said, for God's sake, let the women up. Lifeboats were only going from first time. So there was a man on the second deck, and he asked me to go on his shoulder, and I climbed over, and then I think it was the last boat that was going out.
By 2 o'clock, the Titanic's bow had sunk so low that the propellers were clear out of the water. Captain Smith now relieved his men of their duty, and the last collapsible boat was swept upside down off the Titanic.
And I hit the water with a terrific crack. Luckily, I didn't hit anything when I dropped in. There were bodies all over the place. And then I looked up at the Titanic. The propellers were right out of water. The rudder was right out. You could see the bottom.
Just before 2:20, the lights on the Titanic went out as her bow sank further and further. At the same time, the stern rose higher and higher out of the water, and the strain broke the ship in two. The lifeboat passengers watched the stern momentarily go vertical before descending on its plunge to the ocean floor. themselves now competing with a new and increasingly powerful country, the United States. At the same time, ideological fervor was characterizing the politics in countries whose borders were, in many cases, very different from today's. However, for the majority of people, it was the social boundaries that affected them the most. The enormous differences between classes led to movements demanding rights for all and fairer distribution of wealth. Women fought for equality, workers demanded decent working conditions, and there was a growing awareness of civil rights and the scandal of child labor. In the center of this room, you can see an umbrella sold as a souvenir to raise funds for the National American Woman Suffrage Association. It celebrates the state of Utah giving women the vote in 1870, one of the first states to pass such a bill. This was undoubtedly an era of transition between two worlds, one old and one new. A transition that would be sped up by the catastrophe of the First World War.
Now that we've been to see the Titanic and had that experience, would you recommend it to your friends and colleagues to
Oh,
go?
I certainly would. Yes, I certainly would. Yeah, I have told them about it, and I was truly taken aback by the exhibition, and yeah, definitely for sure.
And how much was it again?
$39 each it cost us.
Yeah. And we went to see it in Brisbane,
We did, yes.
but it's travelling all around the world, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so too. I haven't got the full information about where it's next off to, but
Yeah.
we
But-
saw it in Brisbane, yeah.
But people can Google that, can't they?
Well, they certainly can.
But and they've got a lovely souvenir shop at the end of it, haven't they?
Yeah, I bought the actual Titanic, the exhibition, and I also bought Eyewitness Titanic as well. It comes with a wall chart and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's a really good book, loads of pictures and...
Has it taught you stuff that you didn't know already? You know.
Yeah, I mean,
more
I
information?
know a bit about the Titanic. Anyway, I've seen quite a few of the movies, but I also saw the documentary on when they went down and found the Titanic, and we saw in the film the pictures of it broken in two and
Oh, that
the
was
models.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
they were so cool to watch. I mean, we also saw the model of the ship in all
Yeah.
its glory, with the sections where you could see into the ship, various areas. So yeah, that was a great exhibition, and the detail is very, very good.
Well, me personally, the best, like it made me feel really quite sad when I came out. But when I was in there, my highlight was when we walked up the ramp as if we was going onto the Titanic. You know, where we went into the bedrooms and stuff. That was, to me, oh, this is amazing. But you know what I think they should do? And if anybody who's listening to this, who knows the people who are the producers or whatever, what I would personally do, I would do it like, so you know when you walk up the ramp to get onto the boat,
Yes.
pretending,
Yes.
I would make that like just wobble a little bit to give you that feeling that you're going off land onto a bridge.
That's a finer detail, and I can see where you're coming from. But I was happy with maybe they could have put a few more like noises from, you know, maybe making it feel a bit more dockside. You know,
Yeah.
so there was a bit of noise, a bit of people talking, you know, on a loop, and it would make you feel as if you had, you know, some seagulls and all that sort of stuff, and what have you. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not unimpressed. It gave us a real feel of the luxury.
But if they could like do a rocking motion, just a gentle one, rocking motion while you're walking around there, it would really make you feel that you're
Knowing
there.
what I know about how that effect would have to be created on that whole area, that would be an engineering nightmare, because it's a travelling show, it's not permanent.
Oh yes, I understand.
Yeah, that from an engineering point of view and a maintenance point of view would take it a step too far. Because it's a travelling thing, I think maybe the gangplank, you know, that would be easy enough to do, but for that whole floor area, it would make it, a very hard thing to do and keep going. But noises throughout would be good, but of course then you've got your headset on maybe.
Yeah, I didn't really like the headset.
It's the only way to make it, because people have their own time schedules. So they walk around at different times. So it would either that, or you'd have to have like a tour that, or right, the audio starts now, so you start your walk round. but at least it gave you an opportunity to pause it if you wanted to stay a bit longer in that particular area or whatever.
Oh,
So,
well, how long was we in there for?
oh, we were in there for over 2 hours.
Yeah, that was
So,
crazy.
you know, and some people may have been longer, some people may have been shorter. So, to, you know, I actually think the audio system worked well. The only thing that I found a flaw with was the number wasn't always easy to find. It didn't really say, it wasn't sort of made bold enough to say, start your audio here, number 6, number whatever.
Yeah, true. Because
Remember, we were looking round for them, weren't we?
I was
they weren't
listening
that
to
easy
ones
find.
which weren't even relevant to what I was looking at.
Yeah.
But and also just a little grump, I must say. It's just a little one.
Not you.
Yeah, just me. I'm sorry. Just a little
That's
moan
usually my
here.
job.
Yeah, no, I'm. It's rubbing off onto me, Jeff. It's
Well,
rubbing.
obviously so.
Yeah, so my little moan was in Brisbane. It's quite warm, and it was very hot in there.
Yes.
They could do with some air
a
conditioning.
bit more air conditioning or something, or even some fans maybe. But
Yeah, but definitely have water stations
yeah.
where you have water stations and just have a cup and just.
And toilets might be another good
Oh,
idea.
and toilets, definitely.
Without having to go all the way back to the beginning.
I don't think there was toilets at the beginning.
There possibly were, but I didn't see them.
I didn't
but
see
again,
them.
I don't know, but you'd have thought a building like that would have had toilets in it.
Because you had to take me out for dinner.
I did.
Yeah. So that was quite good. No toilets, then you can go out for dinner and then go to their bathroom
Oh, well, it
facilities.
was a win-win-win for you. Took us to that Korean place.
You did, and that was very nice chicken.
Yeah, we found that by accident, of course.
We did. Well, that's how we find a lot of things, Jeff.
Yeah.
But no, so I think it's a do for people to go and have a look, and
Oh, for sure.
makes it a little bit more real, doesn't it? Really?
It certainly does, yeah. It really does, yeah.
Yeah. So now I need to see the Titanic movie again. And who's that actor? Leonardo.
DiCaprio, but
Yeah.
I'd rather see a more factual thing about it rather than.
Oh no, I've already booked it, Jeff. We're going to be sitting down with a glass of wine and watching the Titanic movie. If you don't fall asleep, Jeff. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the movie. Sorry it's a little bit long, but we wanted to show you everything we saw. So carry on enjoying the movie and we'll catch you later on.
Yeah, bye for now.
passengers who identified as middle class are growing up in the new century. They dressed in clothes designed and manufactured by some of the passengers in first class. Wow. Very good.
We're just coming on board the Titanic. Where are you?
The Titanic.
We better get off quick.
It's stationed. It's docked.
Are you sure now? Yeah. Off of the ship. Okay, well, I'll put you to our bedroom. Here we are in first class. Really highlights the differences between the classes, which is what the unions and the people fought against, so as we could have a bit of this. First class cabin. It's better than some hotels I've been in. No, normally well, it's the same as they'd have it home, so they wanted to feel it as home. But this is first class. And then we've got an ensuite in our bedroom. Yeah, I've been filming this. I'm still filming, yeah. But look at this dress.
I don't know. Do you think it'd look nice on me?
Of course it would.
I think so.
It's your colours as well.
Oh, it's green lace.
Green? That looks black to me.
Yeah.
It's black. How can it be green?
Oh, underneath is green. Well, that's not.
Doesn't look green to me.
Yeah, right underneath it's like a khaki green.
Oh, right, okay. It's very, very nice.
This is very nice. I think I should put one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hang the washing machine.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness me. This exhibition's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Here's my evening menswear.
You wearing that dress.
Me with me tit for tat.
Oh, yes.
Children's sailor suit. Aye, aye, sailor.
Aye, Captain.
Go around as slowly as I can. Don't want to make people sick.
You don't want them to feel they're on the ship, do you?
No, definitely not. Oh look, one of the 7 Titanic jet chairs recovered from the water.
Oh, wow.
So it was actually on the ship. Well, it'd float, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are there, look.
So technology hasn't really changed from then to now.
No, it's just,
That's it.
that was good wood,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean.
It's made out of plastic now.
Yeah, oh, it's just all a heap of crap now, not made to last.
Look at a swimming pool on there.
Look at this here, look.
Wow.
Well, this is from the Olympic, the sister ship. A lot of the stuff's from the Olympic because obviously they haven't recovered much stuff from the Titanic. So they've saved stuff from when the Olympic was scrapped, I suppose, to show what the Titanic was like, because it was exactly the same.
Here, you can see objects related to 3 Swedish third-class passengers, whose stories have common threads. Firstly, displayed in the showcase are some objects recovered from the body of Carl Asplund, who was traveling with his family, his wife Selma, and their 5 children. He had already lived in the United States and was returning until fate intervened. When the ship collided with the iceberg, the entire family managed to reach the deck, but they were reluctant to separate. Standing near lifeboat number 15, which was being lowered, a crew member grabbed their youngest daughter, Lillian, and threw her into the boat. Seconds later, he did the same with one of the sons, Felix. Immediately, another crew member shouted, "Get the mother down into the boat too." Before Selma had time to react, the crew had grabbed her by the hands and feet and threw her into the boat. From where she looked up to see Carl and their other 3 children running towards the other side of the deck. It was the last she ever saw them. In the wall showcase are the wallet of Maritz Adal and the chain of Malcolm Joachim Johnson. Both were returning to the United States after a brief period in Sweden. Adal to help his mother after his father's death, and Johnson after attempting to buy the family farm. More than 3/4 of all the third-class passengers perished. Although they were not locked in to stop them reaching the lifeboat deck, the location of their cabins deep in the ship, the difficulty of finding their way to the lifeboats, and sometimes the language barrier sealed the fate of many of them.
third-class menu. Oatmeal porridge and milk, smoked herring, jacket potatoes, ham and eggs, fried bread and butter, marmalade tea, Swedish bread and coffee. Dinner, rice soup, fresh bread, cabin biscuits, roast beef, brown gravy, sweet corn, boiled potatoes, plum pudding, sweet sauce, fruit tea, cold meat, cheese pickles, da-di-da-di-da. Supper,
that sent congratulations for the maiden voyage. But some messages were of a different nature. They warned of an ice field that the Titanic was heading towards. Captain Smith thanked them for their information, but took no major action. The wireless system had suffered a malfunction, and Phillips and Bride had only managed to repair it on that Sunday morning. At around 9:30 in the evening, Captain Smith retired to his cabin with orders to be informed of any incidents. Meanwhile, some of the crew and passengers noticed the air was chilling and the clammy smell of ice. 30 minutes later, First Officer William Murdoch began his shift on the bridge along with officers James Moody and Joseph Boxhall. At the same time, up in the crow's nest, lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee were told to keep a sharp lookout for small ice. It was a difficult task, since their binoculars had been locked away throughout the voyage. The waters were calm. The night was dark. A shivering Fleet remarked to his shipmate, "There is ice about. You can smell the ice before you get to it." At 10:55, most passengers were retiring to bed. The Californian, a nearby ship, messaged Titanic, "Say, old man, we are stopped and surrounded by ice." The Californian was so close that the loud volume of the Morse code message made Phillips, tired and overworked, abruptly answered, "Shut up, keep out, I'm working." All of a sudden, at 11:40, the horizon in front of Fleet darkened. They found themselves face to face with the silhouette of a mountain of ice. Fleet rang the bell 3 times and then rushed to telephone the bridge. But First Officer Murdoch had already seen it. The ship's bow was heading straight toward the iceberg. Murdoch immediately ordered the engineers to stop the ship and to steer hard a starboard in an attempt to turn the ship and avoid a collision. Murdoch then ordered all watertight doors be closed immediately, but it was futile. The mass of ice struck the starboard side with such force that the rivets holding the steel plates together burst. Too many of the watertight compartments were now open. Front of Fleet darkened. They found themselves face to face with the silhouette of a mountain of ice. Fleet rang the bell 3 times and then rushed to telephone the bridge. But First Officer Murdoch had already seen it. The ship's bow was heading straight toward the iceberg. Murdoch immediately ordered the engineers to stop the ship and to steer hard a starboard in an attempt to turn the ship and avoid a collision. Murdoch then ordered all watertight doors be closed immediately, but it was futile. The mass of ice struck the starboard side with such force that the rivets holding the steel plates together burst. Too many of the watertight compartments were now open to the sea. Water began pouring in. The engines stopped, and time stood still for the officers on deck and the lookouts in the nest. The captain rushed to the bridge.